Previously on Kakashi is Hilarious, Snake Epstein and the Sand Village Crashouts murder the third Hokage and send the Leaf Village spiraling as the elders scramble to find a new Hokage. Meanwhile, a dangerous pair of ninja terrorists known as the Akatsuki invade the Leaf in an attempt to kidnap Naruto. In the chaos, both Kakashi and Sasuke are put in a genjutsu coma by Sasuke's evil older brother Itachi Uchiha. Itachi and his fish friend Kizame corner Naruto and prepare to take him away, but just before they can, Jiraiya, one of the legendary Sannin, saves Naruto and scares off Itachi and Kisame. To protect Naruto from the Akatsuki, Jiraiya takes him on a perilous mission to find the last member of the legendary Sannin, Lady Tsunade, so she can heal both Sasuke and Kakashi and become the new Hokage of the Leaf Village. Did Naruto and Jiraiya find Lady Tsunade? Is Kakashi still having nightmares about ninja on the moon? Will Regina do anything? Find out this time on Kakashi is Hilarious. Oh boy, it is good to be back. And the last time we talked about how Kakashi ran into Sasuke's evil older brother Itachi. And I can't imagine how horrible that experience must have been. Like, my dog got his brain scrambled. And Sasuke got the same treatment. They are in bad shape right now. But a few weeks later, Jiraiya and Naruto finally return to the village with world-famous healer Lady Tsunade. And as soon as she gets there, she unscrambles Sasuke and Kakashi's brains, so finally, after weeks of being out of commission, Kakashi is finally awake. After Kakashi gets up, Naruto is like, "Alright, Kakashi-sensei, I'm glad you're okay." And Guy-sensei is like, yeah, don't nobody give a damn about you, Kakashi. Next door! Rock Lee is next door. Please go take a look at him, Lady Tsunade. You're our only hope. You see, while Guy has been waiting for Naruto and Jiraiya to return, he was also hoping that Tsunade could take a look at one of his students. You see, if you recall, Rock Lee was injured pretty bad by Gaara during the Chunin exam preliminaries. And right now, Rock Lee's ninja pride is in shambles because Lee can't train, he can't go on missions, he can't really do anything because Gaara messed him up that bad. So Tsunade takes a look at Lee and she explains that the situation is pretty serious. She could do a surgery that might fix everything wrong with Lee. The thing is, it could also just kill him, and the probability of success is about 50%, so yeah, not the best news. Rock Lee leaves on his own after hearing that, and Guy-sensei is left to think about everything Tsunade said, all the while wondering if it's his fault for pushing Lee so hard to always be his best. So a few hours later, after Kakashi is released from the hospital, Guy meets up with them to ask his advice on whether or not he should encourage Rock Lee to get the surgery. I don't know what to do, Kakashi. If Rock Lee gets the surgery, he could die, but if he doesn't get the surgery, he'll just be a regular person, which is like the worst thing you can be in an anime. It's a tough call, but I think you gotta let him make this decision himself. I'm sorry, I can't take this seriously if you're gonna be reading that smut while I'm trying to have a heart-to-heart with you. I keep trying to tell you this is peak fiction, Guy. It's not peak fiction, it's erotic fiction that Jiraiya-sensei writes when he travels the world peeping on women while they bathe. You know, you've been reading that book for like 6 years. What happens in that story anyway? Well, I'm glad you asked, Guy. As a matter of fact, I just got to the part in the story where there's a time skip, and all the main characters meet up again so they can go to an island full of mermaids and fish people. Time skip. Mermaids? Wait a minute. Yep, the main character's got big dreams, and I know it sounds crazy, but I think that lunatic just might become the king one day. Big dreams? The king? Kakashi, that's One Piece. Oh, what? No, it's not. It's Make Out Paradise, the best-selling softcore erotic fiction written by Jiraiya-sensei. You said so yourself. Okay, I don't believe you, but even if I did, you would then have to explain why there's an island full of fish people in the softcore porn book you've been reading for 6 years. All right, fine, it's One Piece. You got me. I went to the bookstore still drunk after karaoke one night and thought I was picking up Make Out Paradise, but apparently volume 1 of One Piece was right next to it and I bought that instead. So how long were you reading that before you realized it wasn't Make Out Paradise? I don't know, I think I was in Eni's lobby when I finally figured it out. Eni's lobby? Kakashi, you read 300 chapters of One Piece thinking it was erotic fiction? Why would you do that? I'll be honest, there were a lot of signs that this wasn't really Make Out Paradise. For one thing, they say One Piece like a lot, as early as the first chapter. But then Nami showed up and she started taking off her clothes, and then the world building was crazy. I figured, wow, if the world building is this crazy, think about how crazy it'll be when we get to the money shot. You are dumb. Can we just get back to talking about our students? I'm still worried about Naruto. Wait a minute, no, the cover says Make Out Paradise though. What's going on? Oh, I put the cover of Make Out Paradise over it because I don't want people to know I'm reading One Piece. So you would rather everyone thinks you're reading softcore porn at 11:30 in the morning? And every day for the last 6 years? Well, I'm not caught up yet, and I don't want people to talk to me about it and I get spoiled. So seriously, don't tell anybody I'm reading One Piece. Oh yeah, no, you got it, Kakashi. From now on, when people come up to me and they're like, "Hey guy, I think your friend has a crippling addiction to pornography," I'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, he definitely does. It's a real problem and he doesn't know how to deal with it." You know, I've had to stop several interventions the other Jonin were gonna throw for you. Every Everyone is concerned that one of the strongest ninja might one day decide to quit saving lives so he can focus on his true passion, which is gooning at 11:30 in the morning in broad daylight. Can we please talk about our students? There are ninja terrorists trying to kidnap Naruto. You are unbelievable, but the main thing I wanted to tell you is me and you got another mission. We gotta leave the village first thing tomorrow. What? Leave the village? We can't do that. What about the Akatsuki? And Orochimaru's still out there somewhere. I know Tsunade is the next Hokage and Jiraiya's still in the village, but other than them, who's gonna protect the village? Asuma and Kurenai? I don't like it either, but apparently they want us to go scope out the Hidden Sound Village after everything that happened in the Chunin exams. The Hidden Sound Village isn't a real place. Orochimaru made it up. They put music notes on their headbands. Well, be that as it may, they still want us to go check it out. So I recommend you go talk to Sasuke before you go and make sure he's okay after everything that happened. Sasuke, what do you mean? What happened? After you passed out, Sasuke found out his brother was here and looking for Naruto instead of him. So he ran all over the village until he found him, and Itachi broke his wrist and scrambled his brains, just like he did yours. He was right down the hall from you in the hospital, actually. Sasuke fought Itachi? Why didn't you tell me that earlier? You didn't ask. Oh my god, he must be a mess right now. I gotta go. So Kakashi leaves and immediately heads back to the hospital where Sasuke is. And when he gets there, he sees Sasuke and Naruto beating the shit out of each other on the roof. And Kakashi's hanging back watching this like, okay, maybe this is them training or something. Sasuke's got an angry, bloodlusted look in his eyes. That's a little concerning, but you know, whatever. They're rivals. This is what rivals do. They fight it out. Me and Guy are the same way. It's also weird that Regina is just crying on the sidelines, begging them both to stop like that. That is not a good sign either, but whatever, she cries a lot, I'm sure it's fine. And so Kakashi watches on until he sees Sasuke start to fire up the Chidori, the dangerous high-level ninjutsu that killed Haku in the Land of Waves. Sasuke is now aiming that at Naruto, and before Kakashi can even process how this has escalated, he sees Naruto hold out his hand and charge up the fucking Rasengan, an even more high-level ninjutsu that his sensei, the 4th Hokage, created. So now Kakashi understands. He's like, all right, no, I have to stop this. They're gonna kill each other. So Kakashi breaks up the fight before they connect with each other, sending each of them into a water tank on the hospital roof. Hey, Sasuke, remember when I told you that I only want you to use the Chidori on Gaara because his sand defense was so strong, and that the Chidori isn't something you use on just anybody? You remember that? Oh yeah, no, just run away when you get frustrated. That's cool too. Sasuke, don't look up. Don't look up at the other water tank, because see, yeah, that's why I said don't look up. See, I based the Chidori off the Rasengan, so the Rasengan is way stronger than the Chidori for sure. Like, I'm sure you would have hurt Naruto, but if the two of you would have connected, the back of that water tank would have basically been your entire upper body. And how the hell did Naruto learn a jutsu as complicated as that so quickly? Jiraiya sensei? Don't you act all high and mighty with me. You taught the Chidori to an orphan with stage 3 ninja madness. In a ninja trio of 3, one person always gets revengey. Is this what you had to go through when Orochimaru started going crazy? Sort of, but to be honest, I was never really that surprised. I mean, even as a kid, he looked evil. We were all just waiting for him to finally come out of the closet and tell us. One thing I always wondered is if things would have turned out differently if an adult took the time to help him understand his emotions. Naruto must be having a hard time after all that, so I'm gonna go make sure he's okay. And I think you should go talk to Sasuke. Make sure the little bastard knows he's not alone. So Kakashi takes Jiraiya's advice and follows Sasuke until he finally catches up with him so they can have a talk. What the? Sorry about that, I just didn't want you storming off like an angry teenager again. Listen, Sasuke, I gotta leave the village for a mission tomorrow morning, so before I go, I wanted us to have a little chat. For starters, I want you to give up on chasing revenge. All this hatred and anger is making you a crash out. You gotta get a grip. Oh yeah, that's easy for you to say. Why don't you just shut up, alright? You don't have any idea how hard it is to live with the things that have happened to me. How about this? I kill every last person you've ever loved right in front of you, and then you can talk to me about how I should feel. Wow, you're an asshole. I have one mission, to kill my brother and avenge my clan. If I don't achieve that mission, I am garbage, unworthy scum. You're right. I don't know what it's like to be you, Sasuke. But if your plan to help me understand is to kill everyone I've ever loved right in front of me, then I'm afraid you're a little late for that. Everyone I've ever loved, already died in front of me. You're not the only one who's had a hard life. But I don't want you to think that means you can't be angry or sad about what happened. It just means you have to figure out what to do with all that pain. But hurting the people that love you, pushing them away because you're hurt, is never the right thing to do. Fortunately, sometimes it's the first thing we do before we start to heal. You're not a bad person, Sasuke. Ninja madness or not, I know you care about more than getting revenge on your brother. And I know you feel guilty for even thinking about caring about anything other than revenge, but it isn't a sin to be happy. It isn't a sin to move on. You don't have to force yourself to be angry because Itachi told you that's the only way to get stronger. But I know all that's easier said than done, so I'll leave you by reminding you that I know you're a good person and I trust you. And the next time I see you, let's talk again. We can trauma dump over some rice balls, or you can cuss me out again. I don't care. As long as you know you're not alone. Later, kid. Kakashi leaves Sasuke with heartfelt words that Sasuke would ponder on for the rest of the day. The tragedy is that Sasuke and Kakashi wouldn't speak again for a very long time. But that is a story for another day, and we have reached the end of this chapter in Kakashi's adventure, and he is scared. Everything seems to be happening so fast, and all he hopes is that he can keep his students safe. So we'll have to keep going with the story to see if Kakashi can protect everybody that he cares about. But yeah, that's about it for this one, guys. Apologies for letting it get too out of control, but the next video on the channel will be Bleach is Hilarious, so you can look forward to that. And then we'll come back to Kakashi because we really are approaching peak storytelling, in my opinion. I also look forward to other stuff. You know, there's a Twitch, we're playing Kingdom Hearts, all that stuff, yada, yada, yada. I love you so much. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being interested, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one.